Hey YouTube, so I just wanted to make a quick video, and when I say quick, I mean however long it takes me to get this story out. But I wanted to make this video about how my day went today. It was the first day back to school, the first day of the spring semester. Before I do that, I just want to explain, I was really excited to start school today, and that's something that I've never experienced before. But this past month of having nothing to do was excruciating. I made a video about it. I don't remember which episode. I want to say 8 or 7 or 8, about just how bored I was. I went home twice, but I stayed in the dorms the bulk of the time. I went home for Christmas / my sister's birthday. Her birthday's Christmas Eve. And about 2 weeks ago, I went to the new house. We moved for our housewarming. I stayed there for the weekend, but I don't have anything in my room. I'm not going to start buying that stuff until toward the end of my semester. So yeah. So I'm just I was taking an online class, but that was online, so I could work on it anywhere, and I procrastinated and had trouble on it anyway. I ended up having to take an incomplete for that class, which is basically what it sounds like. I did not get graded for it, and I'll have the spring semester to work on it, although I plan to be finished with it within the next month. But it was a lot to do in 3 weeks, and also I was having some accessibility issues in terms of my screen reader and inaccessible websites or things that I just couldn't figure out and work around in the 3-week period. So I know no more winter classes for me, but again, now I won't know what to do with myself next winter. I started clipping my ends because they needed to be clipped, but I started to get a little scissor happy. So then my hair went from around here, which I'm not sure if that might be out of the, I don't know. But anyway, so about just touching my chest / boobs, whatever, to, I think if I evened it out, it will be just touching my shoulders. I'm not ready to deal with that yet, so I've been braiding it and keeping it up. So I don't have to deal with the new length. It's going to be weird. But anyway, okay, enough rambling about non-today related things. So I started the day, all of my classes this semester started at 11:10 because I could not handle any more 8:10 or even 9:45 classes. So 11:10, and that seems like a good time for me because I got to school at 11, and I left 10 minutes later than I was supposed to, and I still, again, got there at 11. One downside is, so before I started the previous semester, I had a mobility teacher or instructor, which basically they help to orient you to a certain setting. So my mobility teacher, he, we worked on the campus since, I can't read the class numbers, and they're not in Braille or large print. Yes, I've been told that it's being worked on, however, so hopefully it is. But so I had to memorize where things are, and it definitely I'm pretty good. For a visually impaired person, I'm pretty sure I have a photographic memory. Because I'm just good at learning things and memorizing it. However, I procrastinated this month, and my month of doing nothing and complaining about how much nothing I had to do, I never got myself a new mobility teacher. So I went to school today, not sure I knew how to get to my first class. The second class I had last semester, so that was fine. But this class actually worked out really well. I got to school at 11, I got to the floor at about 11:03, and I just asked someone, where the room was, and it's actually in a really convenient place for me, so it's just really easy for me to walk to and remember where it is. So that was a bit of luck. Serendipity? Is serendipity the right word? I've never been able to use that word in a sentence, but I like it. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to look up the definition of serendipity when this video is over. But so the first class is Distinguished Living Writers. So we'll be reading 5 books this semester, all by currently living authors, writers, and because we'll have opportunities to meet them throughout the semester, which is pretty cool, as an aspiring writer myself. So I'm excited for that. She let us go 15 minutes early, and we had like a writing assignment, and I haven't written a poem or anything in quite some time, maybe half a year or so. So I finally got writing again. That was nice. But yeah, so 15 minutes early, and then I was just hanging out, eating my sandwich. I should have probably checked and seen what my friends were doing, but I didn't think about it until I had 5 minutes left until my next class, so what else? I can entertain myself. I was listening to Mariana Trench's newest album. But anyway, okay, so then my next class was abnormal psychology, which I really like abnormal psychology. I like talking about the mental disorders and stuff like that. And we didn't really cover much. He only went over the syllabus, and we were let out, I want to say about half an hour or 20 minutes early. So I feel like the universe is making up for my horrible first day last year. My horrible first 2 days, actually. Which is definitely nice. And then also, like, a plus, after I left school, I was walking, and so I love tourists, like the ones that speak English. I can hear them like arguing and stuff like that. But particularly, I love tourists from the UK, because I just absolutely love the accent. It's one of my favourite to imitate, and it's the one that I can, like, I can imitate for the longest amount of time. I've never tried, I've never seen how long I can go for, but it's definitely quite a few hours. My other accents usually, like, fade into each other. But I saw this lady, and I was walking, and she was like, mind the rubbish, and I was like, oh, that is such a British thing to say. No American really says mind, you know. I also, you know, my mom says it, my mom says it because, well, you know, she's from the Caribbean, there are a lot of Briticisms there. But, you know, so it's really cool. And I was a bit of an Anglophile as a kid, so, yeah. Yeah, in my abnormal psych class, he asked if anyone knew what the DSM was, and I, like, tentatively, like, raised my hand. Like, I didn't fully extend it from my shoulder, I just kind of gingerly lifted my elbow, and, you know, he called on me, and I felt really awkward because I think I was the only one that raised my hand. So then I was like, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. And he, like, I think he chuckled at my awkward way I said it, because he was like, oh yeah, you're right, and, you know, he, like, laughed or whatever, and the rest of the class I heard a few people whisper, might be the nerd already. But that's okay. Being a nerd is good. But I think that's basically it. Like, the hardest decision I had to make today was I was trying to decide, I wanted to buy hot chocolate because there's a Starbucks counter, in the lobby of one of the buildings. So if I bought the hot chocolate, I would have whipped cream. But if I didn't spend any money and I went home and made the hot chocolate, I'd have marshmallows. I opted not to spend money for something I already had, and, you know, marshmallows, they're good. So this video wasn't terribly exciting, but, you know, I'm just keeping up, like, staying consistent. I'm staying consistent. The last video I feel like I made was maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, but I also made a cover in between that time. So, you know, I'm making videos, and I've also been blogging. Like, the 24th, so Sunday, was a year since I made my blog. As of today, as of the making of this video, I have 574 page views, so that's nice. This is also Glaucoma Awareness Month, so I'm definitely going to, instead of putting a general link to my blog, I'm going to put a link directly to that post. So, you know, you guys can learn some facts and about glaucoma and just be aware. And then some other, like, nice things that I checked before making this video. On episode 5, part 1, you know, I'm blind, so what? I have 172 video views. That's quite nice. I think that's my third most viewed video, or fourth, And then on episode 2, the night before, so basically the night before my first day of school at all, my first semester and all that, that's 186 video views. So it's really nice. It's things, people are watching, people are not hating me, because I definitely feel like I'm pretty like, I know I'm awkward, and I'm not a huge fan of my voice, listening to my voice recorded, but, well, that's a rant for another time. But I got this video out. It's like 12 minutes long, so definitely not short. And I'm still working on, I know I have to make my playlist of vlog videos, separating my vlogs from my covers and like the other miscellaneous videos. But I hope this was good. I hope you didn't find it to be a waste of your time. And I'll probably, if I don't make another video this weekend, I'll probably make another video on Monday talking about, my second day and my first day of my other 2 classes. And yeah, till next time. That's the way I've been signing off on my vlogs. So that's, I think, what I might do here. It's short and sweet, like me. Well, I'm not short, but I'm sweet, and it's pithy. Yeah, okay. Have a good weekend, guys.